If you've been to church long enough, you'll notice that there are Christians neglecting their health looking for physical healing. It's almost as if they want to eat their cake and not have diabetes. And that's not really how God structured life. And it opens up this conversation. And I'm a PK, pastor's kid, grew up in church. And I always realized there were always people who had high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, diabetes, but they still ate the same foods and they never changed their habits, but they still always expected God to move. And I realized it's not just in the realms of health, but there were people with no self control that would also antagonize the youth for smoking, drinking, and going out and, having babies before wedlock. But they never executed the one thing that we know is a fruit of the Spirit. Now, I'm not saying either one is better than the other, but it does open a conversation I think the church needs to start having of why don't we ever invest into health? Of course, health is beneficial, but spiritual things do matter. But how many times have you realized that when you don't have enough capacity, when your back hurts, when your knees ache, it makes it that much harder to show up to serve? If you've ever done any type of serving, like people facing, like you've been on the stage, worship, leading worship, if you ever played the keys, the drums, even just standing by the door being an usher, it's active. Serving is an active thing. Meanwhile, there is no resource, there is no system to be able to help the body show up for the body. It's called the body. Like, listen to all the analogies in the Bible. The body, the bread of life, the land of milk and honey. How do we completely miss the mark of what he was trying to get at? And you could talk about the historical and cultural inferences. I get it. But I don't think it's for nothing. I don't think God would just make exercise good for no reason if it wasn't truly to benefit us. That when we work out, it would help us decrease the chances of Alzheimer's and dementia. That building muscle helps with your immunity. There are so many benefits mental with serotonin, helping you go to sleep, melatonin, all these things of how the body functions, God designed it for. Meanwhile, the place where people go get healed the most mentally and spiritually doesn't have anything physically. And it's been my literal passion to start doing this. So I decided to make something called the Daily Deposit. And the idea of it is consistency, not intensity. So many people try to make transformation by over disciplining themselves, always feeling like they need to lock in. Every week, I need to lock in. I need to do it. But then life gets in the way. And they never truly learn how to change your identity to become a procrastinator to a provider. Not just financial, but providing peace, providing that safe place for themselves to show up. And I'm single-handedly going to do that. And if you want to learn how I am, just DM me the word change, and I want to send you some info. Of course, it's free.